Okay, so here's your recall this prompt for section 2.2. I'm just going to do number 15, which says, what's the domain of the function f of x is the square root of x squared minus 4? So
Has to be above 0, is that correct?
good, cool. So the things I want you to recall that you're forbidden to do, right? Right, so which things have we forbidden you to do in the real number system?
Make imaginary numbers.
Good, you can't make imaginary numbers, so you have to, you're not allowed to take the square root of negative numbers. Because it puts you in a different place, right? Like that puts you in the complex numbers, and we're not going to do calculus in the complex numbers because it's weird. It's actually much more convenient, but it's weird. Okay, so trust me on that. We're going to delay that for a while. So we're not allowed to take the square roots of negative numbers. What else aren't you allowed to do?
Divide by 0.
Good, you can't divide by 0. Okay, what else?
0 to the power of 0.
Ah, good. Not allowed to do 0 to the...
Wait, one. I forgot about that one.
Infinity is not a real number. They're not allowed to do that anyway.
I forgot about that last
So
one.
you're not allowed to do 0 to the 0
Yeah.
because on the one hand, anything to the 0 should be 1, right?
Yeah.
And on the other hand, 0 to anything should be 0.
Oh. Okay.
So that one's kind of, it should be both 0 and 1, right?
Yeah.
If you try to graph that, it's not going to be a function.
Negative 0.
Yeah, there's a couple of ways to try to make sense of this, but I don't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole today. Like on other days, maybe we'll talk about this. In calc, we'll definitely talk about this. But for today, that's just nah. Cool? All right, let's see. What else aren't you allowed to do? These are the ones I want you to be most afraid of.
Do you want to address the 0 over 0?
No,
No.
no. They're not allowed to divide by 0 regardless. That's okay.
I know.
Ooh.
0, yeah, this is a reasonable point. 0 over 0 is kind of a special case, right? I'm still not going to allow you to do that for domain stuff. So we'll still forbid that. We'll talk about it more as it comes up. One more thing you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to do, oops, that's not even the right symbol. You're not allowed to do log of,
It's known.
you're not allowed to do log of things that aren't strictly positive.
So log of negative numbers.
Yeah, or any of the logarithms. None of the logarithms will know how to deal with negative numbers or 0. Okay, so you got to keep those out of there. The reason for that, right? This thing's an inverse function, yeah? This crap's not in the range of the function that this thing's supposed to invert, so it doesn't know what to do with that stuff. What's up, Alan?
Is that just another way of writing log? Like you could write it LOG or was that 9?
That's natural. That's natural.
Yeah, that's log base e. Here you go. I changed it so it's log to any base, or log of any base. Let's not worry about it right now. Logs are also covered later, so we're going to go back over logs a little bit. For right now, I just want you guys to remember that there's some trouble with logging negative things or 0. Cool? Be a little bit scared of inverse functions in general. Cool? So if you're going to do something with an inverse function, you need to be a little touch careful, right? So what am I scared of here? Am I scared of division here?
Negative numbers.
Yeah, really the only fear I have is that x squared minus 4 might be negative. You guys see that? So I would say, okay, what's the domain? Well, the domain is real numbers, right? Except when x squared minus 4 is negative. But that's not really much of a goddamn answer, right? This is a total cop-out. So when is x squared minus 4 negative?
When
X
square root
is
of 2
2.
is less than 4.
When
It's
When X is less than 2.
Yeah.
close, that's
When X less than or equal to.
When X is the square root of 2. I don't know.
2 was right, but there's a problem with the rest of it. There's an other side of this thing.
Plus or minus.
So how about this? What's the graph of x squared minus 4 look like?
It's a parabola.
That's a parabola, right? Shifted down. Okay, so when I see this, I'm thinking parabola shifted down, right? So this is 2. That's Trevor's thing.
And negative 2.
But negative 2
Yeah.
is the other side of this. And where is the negative stuff happening here?
On the left side.
Below that.
In between.
Okay.
That stuff there
Yeah.
is when the outputs are negative. You guys see that?
That's,
So I really want to do R except, how do I write the stuff in between negative 2 to 2?
Interval notation.
Interval notation?
The whole.
So negative 2 comma 2. What kind of brackets do you put on there?
Hard brackets.
Square brackets?
Yeah.
You sure?
Because it includes.
No, they're
Does it?
Are they
yeah, it
exclusive?
does include, because then it'd be 0, because then.
Are
Zero
they?
isn't less than 0, then
They're
0 is
exclusive,
equal
yeah,
to
because
0.
if you put those in, then it'd be zero.
You can't square root
Good.
0.
You can't- yeah.
No.
What?
You were so close. So close, Gabe.
They're exclusive, right? So there's parentheses.
They're parentheses.
Yeah.
But that's because when you put 2 into this thing, right? I just want to know, is 2 in the domain or not? So if I put 2 in here, what's 4 minus 4 is 0. What's the square root of 0? 0, right? So 2 works. So I can't accept it, right? So I need round parentheses on this because those are the bad values I'm talking about. You guys see that?
Yeah.
And this is usually how you're going to approach domains. Usually you're not going to say these are the good values. You're going to start by saying which ones are going to break this frickin' thing, and then I'll just take those out. You guys want the like full-blown math symbol for this thing?
Sure.
It's pretty easy. So full-blown math symbol would be the real numbers, and then how do you take away stuff?
Upside down.
Yeah, literally subtract.
Good lord.
Like, yeah, think grade school, right? Take away negative 2 to 2. Cool? Yeah, really.
And so that's your
Straight
answer.
up, just take it out. So, or you could write this in interval notation by drawing a number line and then looking at which values aren't in here. If you do that, you'll end up with minus infinity up to negative 2, union, what? 2 to positive infinity. What brackets do you put on stuff?
Okay, parentheses next to the negative and brackets next to the 2's.
Parentheses on the
No,
Okay, parentheses on the infinities for sure. Why? Yeah, they're not real numbers, so you can't include them. That wouldn't make any sense.
But then the bracket on negative 2.
And then these two guys work, right?
Yeah.
So those get brackets. Those are included because they're in the domain.
What?
They're in the domain. They work. If I plug 2 in here, right, I get an output. That output is 0.
But I thought that's why you put the parentheses.
Yeah.
I put
What's
the
up
parentheses up here because they work, and here I was taking things away.
Oh, and there you're not taking anything away.
Yeah, here I was saying it's all the stuff except for this. And here I'm just saying this is the stuff that's good.
Because it works.
Yeah. Cool with that?
I'm cool.
Okay, so this is domains. This is what I want you to do in 2.2. Cool?
Isn't it? Are they all like that?
No.